just to continue what I was saying from last time. When it comes to like the whole like pornography thing, like conservatives act like, if you listen to like these online conservatives, you'd think like that they're just like breaking down your door, right? It's like just like breaking down the door and just like forcing young children at gunpoint, or young but like teenagers, or like, you know, or just people in general, and just being like, watch the pornography. You go and you type in naughty America, okay? You watch your browser's content, or you're gonna get set on fire, right? We're gonna just start gunning you down, right? It's like the SWAT team just comes in, and it's like helicopters flying over, and it's like, that's not like, that's what conservatives generally believe, right? It's like, how can like this must be like the work of Klaus Schwab. This must be the work of Klaus Schwab. It's like, well, look, if you just look at, again, if you look at like all these online conservative types, it's like you look at DeLuca and half her pictures are her with her like big tits out and stuff, and or like, you know what I mean? It's like, or like the Lauren Southern types, or like the Brittany Fenty types, where there's like constantly showing cleavage, or like there's this one. Oh man. Oh. So like, I think so. Lauren Southern did like her Farmlands documentary, where from her perspective, you know, she's talking about like racial discrimination and like genocide of like white farmers and that kind of thing, and again, from her, I don't want to like engage in this crap like for right now. I don't want to do it like, is it happening in the condemn it, support it, and it's like, I'm exhausted. I don't want to, I'm not picking a side. I'm gonna fence it. I'm gonna pull Francisco Franco during like he did during World War II. I'm gonna sit on that big fence. All right, it's and so like usually what Lauren does is she'll have like a trailer or something. So she does this trailer for Farmlands. And basically, like at the end of it, I think it's at the end of it, she gets off like a pickup truck, and she starts like walking, and for a good like 10, 15, 20 seconds, the camera just like continues to follow and is obviously following her ass. Like, it's just like, it's like as she just continues to walk, and the point being is it's supposed to be like, wow, it's like she takes this like documentary about like white farmers being murdered, and the trailer, the last part of it's like, but I can't do it without showing my ass. It's like, oh man. And it's like, you have to watch it, man. Fuck. It's one of the funniest things ever because it's so transparent. It is so transparent. She had one in Borderless too, where like she made another documentary. She's made quite a few of them, and like Borderless is basically about like the migrant crisis in Europe and that kind of thing. And she's pushing because she, opposes mass immigration, and she's, I don't know. It's supposed to be like more sympathetic, but I haven't watched it. And so I think it was in the trailer, or maybe one of like the promo shots, and it's like her just sitting on a log, and you could and the camera's clearly zoomed in on her ass, and it's like, I think there was even like allegations from like Milo, from like, I don't know, or like Kaylin Roberts, I don't know, it's like who like filmed like the thing, like that they purposely edited her ass to make it look better because that's what she wanted. Like, it just... Oh, there was one on Instagram, too. This wasn't the main photo, but it was, like, the third or second photo of, like... And she has, like, a gray sweater, a black, like, low-cut top, and her, like, boobs are clearly, like, you know... And... One of them is, like... She does the whole turning her head as her, like, tits are clearly being zoomed in on from, like, a clearly, like, sexual angle. From an angle it's clearly, like, you know? And you can see her, like, bra and shit in the color of it, and it's just, like, so... oh. And then the other side of it, on the other side of it, is conservative men. And two of them specifically are really malicious, malignant characters in this. And one is like raw egg nationalist. He was on Tucker Carlson, I think, or Tucker Carlson did something on him or whatever, something with him. And he has like 200,000 followers on Twitter, so he's really big. You know, I think it's like Antelope Hill Publishing or something like that. He's like, anyways, you could. And his AVI, I don't know if this is, it doesn't matter if it's him or not, is like this guy in like a Speedo, and he's ripped. And you can clearly see like the muscles and shit, and the like abs, and the clearly like six-pack. And he's got bulging arms, and he's doing like this pose. It's like basically like a bodybuilder, but not as like shredded. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, and he has, like, I guess he's kind of, like, oiled up or whatever. It's just like, what the fuck? And you're gonna browbeat? Like, these are the people who browbeat each other about, like, high body counts, you know? It's like, who the hell are you to browbeat, like, the DeLucas and the Lauren Southerns? It's like, who? I don't know if he is, but he probably does. These people always do. It's like, who the hell are you to browbeat anyone about being a thought? You're like oiled up, you've got your Speedo on, you're like just like, you know, like meathead galore. And it's like, and you're clearly putting this to being like, well, this could be me, you know, I could be as hot as, like, what I mean by this, it's like the person behind, like, the thing, the account. And he's or if it is him, he's making a point, which is just like he's clearly trying to get like women and even like gay men to being like, you know, like he's clearly like, that's the point, right? And if you think, oh, and the second one is like Bronze Age pervert, and he has his back turned in his AVI, but it's clearly like he's supposed to be this like ripped, you know, bro, and it's like, you can't browbeat, like, the e-girls and the thoughts while you do this shit yourself. It's like, in the Roman statue AVIs and the Greek statue AVIs, and it's just like, the shredded, and it just like, oh. And they'll post pictures too. Like, they'll post pictures of, like, just got back from the gym, king, you know? It's like, you know, I'm calling someone out. The Chase guy, Sovereign Bra, like, this is him, for sure. He's probably done this, where just like, look how ripped I am, look how bro I am, and it's like, you can't browbeat, like, the, you know, e-girls, whatever, when you're doing the Greek, Roman god AVI, you know, it's like, just ridiculous, because, like, if you're doing this shit, it's a tacit admission that people care about lust, and things like lust matters, and things like physical and sexual attraction matters. And when I mean it matters, I mean that's why people will have like sex with each other. That's why people will fuck each other. It's not simply just, you're supposed to only have sex if you're in love or after marriage or to procreate or whatever. It is a tacit admission because you're doing it because you want people to be like, damn, like that's why Raw Egg Nationals does this. It's like, wow, he's a six-pack. Maybe the guy behind the account is a six-pack. It's to get the attention of like the Ava Vlodders Brooks of the world and the Lauren Southern types. That's what it is. And it's because either you're trying to or you know they will, because you know that people want to fuck really attractive people and people don't want to just have sex with people to procreate. You know, when you're pushing degeneracy, it's these, like, that's hedonism, right? That's why hedonism is having sex with people solely because you like having sex or you want to have sex with attractive people. You don't want to procreate. That's not why. It's because it gives you happiness and self-pleasure and blah blah. That's what it is, right? And you're pushing hedonism. The Bronze Age perverts of the world are pushing like hedonism. So it's like this kind of weird thing, and it's like